October 27th, 1996. 26 years ago today, I wrote this ritual diary entry in my Book of Shadows. And it's always fun, of course, as we approach Halloween. Oh, I probably should have put some little Halloween images instead of the Egyptian patron gods of mine up there on that first screen. Oh well, too late. I hope you enjoy this anyway, and thanks for checking in to my occasional ritual diary review that I put on YouTube. Most of these are going, like the one from October 25th is on the Cyber Guild on my website, Hermetic Mystery School. You can join for free and check that out there if you want, plus lots of other free stuff, to say the least. So let's read into this. October 27th, 1996, the day of rain and mist fog. 1. On October 19th, I was supposedly initiated into the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. On that day, I barely remembered what was supposed to happen. The ritual supposedly took place in the Astral Realm, but on the physical location of California. Now, if you're from Vancouver, especially the North Shore or Lynn Valley where I grew up, you'll understand there's a difference between mist fog and misty fog. Yeah, I think I can still remember the difference. So there you go. Mist fog is a thing, and it's not misty fog. And of course, most days are rainy, especially back then. Things have changed. Who knows why, though? October 19th, so earlier that month, I was supposedly had an astral initiation, as they call them, though they're really nominal initiations if you're using the old-fashioned language of the Golden Dawn. And they did various forms of that, but not really to the extent that I think our order was doing them at this time. They were placeholders for the physical initiation. They were not standalone, and they were not considered to be as good as the physical initiation, or even the same thing. Just sort of an excuse to let you start studying the material until you could fly to a place to be initiated, or until your local temple was ready to do initiations, which ours was a few months later. So, fortunately, I only had to go through this for a few months before we got to doing all the initiations, and I got to go through them properly. But this entry in the diary is even more messed up than you might be thinking staring at the page in front of you. Let me tell you what I mean. So it turned out that I didn't get initiated at that time, so they thought I was going to, but I found out years later, of course, that because I was 15 years old, my admission was being debated up until the starting point of the initiations. So, like, they were about to go in and add my name, but didn't do it. And that happened, I think, even the month before, but they didn't even let me know about that one because, you know, Frater at Tahuti at our temple was very much pushing for me, and some of the adepts down in LA were as well, but I didn't know any of this. Of course, it was an internal debate and investigation onto my appropriateness to be allowed in at this stage of my life, especially. And so I was axed from that initiation, was not initiated, and just thought I was. And they let me know that shortly hereafter, I believe. Nevertheless, I do feel, however, that I am now more in touch with the astral realm and all the higher energies. Well, that makes sense because, this was, I was doing a lot of meditations and astral work and, lunar worship, you could say, in the, this is why I'm saying blessed be all the time in these diaries, because I was very much focused on connecting with the sun through the moon, and the moon was my major focus, my primary focus as far as connecting to planetary forces goes, without a doubt, by a long shot. So it makes sense that I would feel closer to the astral. Plus, I was preparing myself for initiation with all these intense meditations and a lot of preparatory work. And obviously, when you focus on being open to those things more, you will be. That's a secret way to get better at being sensitive to stuff. Practice being sensitive to stuff. I think that works beyond just psychism and magic, actually. 3. The time of the waning moon has begun. I feel a slight depression coming on. I have begun to do the LBRP and BRH sporadically, and I hope and pray that they and the meetings of the Golden Dawn will give me happiness. So, I thought since the 19th I'd been initiated, so I started doing the LBRP and the BRH, the Lesser Banishing Ritual, the Pentagram, and the Banishing Ritual, the Hexagram, again, which was not was I don't think I had been advised to do that, but I just assumed it was the right thing to do since no one had contacted me or let me know what was going on. And that makes sense because I hadn't been initiated and just sort of thought I was, because that was the date they floated that I would be initiated on and get to therefore mainly go to classes. That was the hope. What I really wanted was to go to the meetings at the Golden Dawn, and hopefully that would make me a little bit less depressed. I was working my ass off in school, and I'd far surpassed what any one I knew who was into Wicca and magic or paganism at all was able to, keep up with me on. Like, it doesn't take much to excel past the point that most people take this stuff to. And so I really needed a community of people that would take this as seriously as me. And when I joined the Golden Dawn and when I applied, I just thought, I didn't think I was joining some original tradition, or I didn't think there was any connection, of course, or even that I was joining a serious order with a structure. Like, I just thought it was people who were really into the Golden Dawn and knew the material really well and had been taught by others who knew the material really well, and they had a group where that was what they focused on. And then the curriculum was extremely well laid out, almost college course style. When on the pamphlets I was given at my orientation to see if it was for me, and so I was very keen to just get rigorously trained and have a bedrock basis of knowledge out of which I could function, rather than just the competing voices of many authors and books without any sense of understanding what the criteria was for something that was good or not. And so I was really hoping that just being around other people that took this seriously would bring a lot of happiness into my life. I had no idea I was going to be a part of such a group that had so many people involved, like, thousands of members working so hard to provide the best experience they could to new members. I didn't realize that I was getting into such a really hard run organization with very, very, very serious people. Um, and that was a delight when I discovered that. Yeah. Now, um, what lessons can we take from this entry? Because the initiation did happen in November the next month, and then I got to start my private classes because they wouldn't let me do group classes till I was 16 due to legalities in Canada. If it had been America, they probably would have not let me join till I was 18. But in Canada, at 16, you sort of have you're on safer ground than in the States. Um, that's because, yeah, if I was at an adult event as a 15-year-old and someone touched me, it would be a lot different legal situation than if I was a 16-year-old and someone touched me. Of course, I didn't think about any of that stuff at the time. It didn't even cross my mind. But now as an adult looking back, I'm like, oh, I know exactly what they were worried about, right? So yeah, that was smart of them to keep me in private classes. And I didn't complain at all having the first year of my membership be one-on-one training in the temple. So that was really cool. What can you learn from this? Well, first of all, don't stop only banishing. If all you're doing is the LBRP, you're definitely doing it wrong. You want to do the LIRP, the invoking ritual, the pentagram, and then the banishing as well. Not necessarily at the same time, though often you can see from Crowley's diaries even that the two were often done back to back. And we often did things that way in my training. So most of my diaries will have LBRP, then LIRP. And some people say that's not how the original Golden Dawn did it. I can certainly see there's really good magical reasons to not need to do that for sure. But you can see in their older ritual diaries that many Golden Dawn people did do that. So there was probably phases of practice, right? There was phases of growth and development in the early order, is my guess, and people were trying out different things because this was all very still new. So yeah, you don't just want to be banishing all the time. Also, I shouldn't have been doing the hexagram ritual at all in the outer order. That's an adept only ritual in the Golden Dawn for a very important reason that's connected with the initiation. So yeah, if you're ever, that's not to say you shouldn't do it. Do whatever you want. But if you are doing the BRH, definitely shouldn't be doing the analysis of the keyword. You should be using the Kabbalistic cross at the beginning of the end, and then just the hexagrams in the middle. That's how that works. If you want it to actually work and not, bring doom upon yourself. Now, the other insight is, the power of community. It's so important. If you don't have people that you can talk to about this stuff and that you can learn from and work with, you're going to burn out probably on your own, is my guess, if you never have any real community experience. You don't need to spend your whole life in one, but it's good to have that experience and really, really get good at stuff and learn a lot. Astral sensitivity. That's the lesson. I basically already said that. Focus on it. Focus on your dreams and the moon, and do all the rituals that you can and connecting with that, and you will become more sensitive to forces the more you practice. So I hope that helps. Hope this was fun. A little spooky week ritual diary review for all of you people. Please like and subscribe and do all that silly stuff to help, and drop a comment below on the video. That really helps. And come see other ritual diary reviews on my website by joining the Free Cyber Guild today.